became their sword. Why shock or scars on bodies of the young and children? Women buried babies in shallow graves, while the world watched and looked the other way. From Ulias Street to the starving fields, 1 million souls crossed into eternity. They called it war, we call it genocide. Our peoples will refuse to die. May 30, 1967, we still remember the day hope was born and hell descended. Rivers ran red, children cried for food in the shadow of famine and flying bombs. Biafra, Biafra, your name we call. Though they try to bury you behind the wall, your spirit lives in every soul that knows the price of freedom and the blood that flows. Left to tell of the pain, the courage, and the tears that fell. Nigeria may hide one flag, but two wounds remain. Only Biafra independence can heal these wounds in the heart of a nation still carrying the pain. We do not forget, we will not be silent for the unborn children and the dead who cry loudest. May 30, 1967, echoes in the wind, never to be erased. Biafra lives in memory and in flame. One day the truth will speak your name. We say it loud and clear. Never again, never again, never again. Biafra independence is not negotiable. Biafra independence is not negotiable. Biafra leaves. Today Nigeria is in confusion. Jihadist terrorist killings everywhere in Nigeria. Biafra leaves. Retreat and surrender is dead for us. Therefore, no retreat, no surrender. God bless Biafra Republic, government in exile. Under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere, for standing tall for Biafra independence and freedom. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra, the land of the rising sun. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra, the land of the rising sun.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I greet you today being the 7th of July, 17th of July, 17th of July, yes, 2026. I welcome each and every one of you to this very platform. I welcome you. Thank you for joining. Baifrans, lovers of freedom, we have to continue doing the things we know how to do best. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ekenekwa m unu. Ekene m nwoke, ekene nwanyị. Tata ba abalị iri na isaa n'ọnwa isaa n'arọ 2026. Tata bụkwa afọ n'afịa ndị be anyị. Ndị be anyị gbakọtanụ ka anyị kọntinu mee ife anyị nwere ike ime, kwuo etu anyị nwere ike ikwu ka ndị ụwa na-anụkwa onu anyị. Join me, my people. Father Lord, I thank and glorify your holy name. We thank you for being our Lord and making us your children. We will always glorify your name in every situation because, my Lord, I know that you will always be there for us. Thank you, God. Thank you, my Lord. Guide Baifrans, their leaders, and every Baifran all over the world. Give us Biafra, my Lord. We cannot do without you. Because we know that you, Lord, what you cannot do does not exist. Everything in the world is under your control. We love you, Lord, and we know that in no time you will give us Biafra. He say, Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I welcome all of you. Charles, my brother, and Chukwudi, Ndewono. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Asino Madu Bibie. If you are in this world without anybody close to you, you will just be flying here and there. I love you all, my brothers and sisters, for always being here to listen to what I have to tell you. Biafrans, we must remember one thing, that we are still on a freedom fight mode. We are not yet a full-blown nation. We are still fighting for self-defense and working hard to be recognized and become a nation. And once we become a nation, we will definitely do things better than those who have been there before us, especially those who call themselves Nigeria. Biafrans, I have something to tell you people. Onye ajụrụ ajụ, ada ajụ onwe. So Nigeria has a lot of skeleton in their cupboard. And Nigeria have always felt and thought that they are invisible, that no one sees them, hears them, or know what they are doing. So before I go ahead, I must welcome my brothers and my sisters. Mazi Charles Oji, Ndewo. God will bless you, guide you and protect you and your family wherever you are. Yes, thank you so much for your nice compliment. Breji is doing very well. Let me tell you people something. You know that most Africans are struggling to survive because of the pressure of the colonial masters And that took them away from knowing the right thing and the basic way of living. Appreciation, appreciation is something that God taught us in the Bible. When he healed 10 lepers, only one came back to appreciate him. And he asked, "Where are the rest of the 9?" And the man said, "I don't know. I only came back to say, 'Thank you, Master.'" They were leper. Leprosy chops the fingers off, and they will be walking like this. And people will ostracize them. I mean, they will be taken away from the community to a very far place. I could remember in my hometown when we were little, where they used to build house for people who are leper, and they walk like this. So, appreciation is good. It is part of life. That was why Brazil government on the 6th of this month came together and added 3 more celebration days to the existing one, which is 30th of May. When you praise somebody for what they have done, my people, it boosts their morale to do another one. So as my brother Charles here is doing, he said that Brazil is doing marvelously well. You know, our people have not been in this situation before. Let me tell you the situation they have been in before. War. And it was very sudden. So they know all this forceful way of surviving, fighting, surviving, dying, burying. No. This freedom fight that is going on now, I'm sure it is new to our people because they don't read. Most of them don't read. They cannot tell you that there was a time Britain fought wars with Hitler. They cannot even tell you what happened between Britain and America. They cannot even tell you what happened with USSR and Czechoslovakia. All these wars were nations like us that fought it. It goes up and down, down and up, until a point will come when everything will come to stabilize. So ife ndị be anyị ma bụ ije na platform ndị na-akụ asịrị. Famaro maka this freedom fight. I'm telling you. Because ọ bụ na fama maka freedom fight. June last year, Imam Mamugu and his group will not get up and say that they are leaving. Why will you be leaving your government? What then are you fighting for? Ndị be anyị amaro maka freedom fight. They don't know about it. Ndị be anyị amara ife a na-akpọ media. That's why o ji wee bụrụ sọsọ ndị Yoruba nwelu media. Ndị be anyị amara maka ya. When you watch closely and quietly, put your eyes down, you will start picking things one by one. What does it mean to appreciate somebody? What does it mean to show love to somebody? What does it mean to call somebody my love? Because what you love, you cannot destroy. And when you love somebody, you will always be with the person patiently, no matter how painful it is. Ndị be anyị amara ife niile bụ gidi 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 gidi. Onye be anyị ama ezu ike, ọ ije afịa, ọ ile afịa, ọ ịgba n'ụzọ, na ọ na traffic, eme nka, ome nka. That is all they know. For a matter that you have to fight, gain your independence, and relax and be working things out one after the other, step by step. Or ife ndị ọcha na-esili unu anya wee na-akpọ unu shit hole country, wee si na unu enwero wet, na onwere ife unu bụ, na anyị bụ animal, wee na-akpọ anyị baboon, na-akpọ anyị monkey. Ife anyị niile bụ ọkụ ọkụ, ike ike, ngwa ngwa, ọsịsọ ọsịsọ, no calmness. Look at my brother here. He's used this word, doing marvelously well. That Breji is doing marvelously well. But to some, to many other people, Breji is doing nothing. That's why that okwu fachulu onwefa jebulu chifa na akafa jebe court. Ife anyị niile ikike anya da atụsa arụ ani mee ife ka mmadụ. Treat your brother with gentleness so that can we get calm, because when your brain is calm, you think wisely. You then ask yourself, what is this skill that God put in me? How do I use it? How do I champion my cause? If anyị niile bụ gidi 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 gidi, ọ bụ na anụrụ ọgụ kwụọ ọkpọ ka amala onye ka ike. Inulo na ndị ọcha adịrị ike, ọkwafa na aga na boxing pịa ọkpọ, but they like peaceful life. Do you know why America and other countries are now talking about Nigeria terrorism? Because they know that they are always the end product of terrorism. After finishing everybody in Africa, they are the next. Because they sit down and think. They sit down and appreciate and love themselves. Because you can only work very well with somebody you love. One kwifi na-egi ntị. Nke ndị be anyị bụ from January to December gidi. Only 1 month. Only 1 month. Ka ndị be anyị na-ezu ike. December, ọgwụ. For the whole year. Onye ọcha ga-eje summer holiday. Onye ọcha ga-enwe break in between. Ịbịa na shop ọkpọchie. Fezuo ike with their family. This is what we are fighting. Do you know that the way Breji is organized, some countries in Africa are not organized like that? Yet we are in exile. And that will tell you how organized we will be when we go home. Because we are the pace setters. We set the pace and others follow. We have a man, Mazio Genkere, a successful businessman. He knows how to arrange things. You should praise this man. Respect him. How did he manage to survive these two accountability breakup? And he is the head of Breji. And our brother is here telling you that Breji is doing marvelously well under the leadership of Mazio Genkere. Charles, I love you so much. I appreciate you because you are talking like a very sensible man, a very civilized man. Education is not civilization. Let me tell you people the truth. That you are a professor, which is the end of academics, or you are a doctor, PhD, or you are this or that. It doesn't have anything to do with wisdom and knowledge. Somebody in a brain, you can be an illiterate and think better and wiser than academicians who have no human respect or love in them. So, my people, I am telling us today that the way we Biafrans, some of us, not all, on a day in every time, we don't ever like to take things step by step. Jiluma yo to isi na ntigani, malifi cholime, how you want to do it and what you intend to achieve. Today, I am here not to praise Caesar, but to bury him. And what is that burying of Caesar? Letting my people know that tomorrow is our fundraising. Tomorrow, Saturday, 18th of July, is our fundraising. Everybody must be there. Every time some of us, the thing they tell you or they want to ask, oh, what is new? You have to create that news. Any new information or news, you have to create it. For you to hear good news or any new news, come and donate. So that our Prime Minister will have sufficient fund to keep bringing you good news. You cannot be by the side. You don't even contribute a penny. We don't even see you at the fundraising and you want news. How will the news come? O nwere ife agba aka eme? Ndị Igbo si na agbara aka achọ nwata eze n'ọnụ. You have to fund your freedom. Freedom are daily in a shop. It is not sold in the shop. You fight for it. And how do you fight for freedom? You use fund. We have government in homeland. We have in exile. And the one in homeland is part of the Breji. They need us to sponsor them with stone or sand or water. No, with money. Ejema and Deje. That's what they need. That's why Kanu Takanu is going up and down. Telling you onyendu siro, onyendu asiro. Go back to ESN, go back to IPOB. Maka na ọ na-abụ ebe ịgbafelu, ịgbaghachikwa azụ ebe anwa. Then the referee will be at the end, waiting for you to run and come and be first or second. He said, no, I'm going back. Let me go and start afresh again. This is our situation. But me and you, we know what we are doing. And we have to do it well. To earn the accolade. To earn a very good integrity before the world. Because Nigeria has lost it. Nigeria's failure is very systemic failure. Nigeria has failed. And you cannot afford to fail like Nigeria. No, there must be a difference between Egbe and Egbe. Even though they are spelled the same way, you cannot afford to fail like Nigeria. Anybody trying to pull you down, take their hand off your shirt so that you can run. My people, ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na efifie kwudo nwata ọbụla okenye. Nwatakịrị nne na nne ya rapụrụ ụlọ sọsọ ya nọ n'ụlọ, nyanwa ga-abụzi okenye. And that is our situation. We want to leave Nigeria and we cannot be seen behaving like Nigerians. What is happening in Nigeria today, you cannot say is an act of God. Act of God is something like whirlwind or earthquake. No, it is a man-made chaos that is going on in Nigeria. Man-made. I'm coming to that. Now, if you look at my left-hand side, You will see Netherlands town hall meeting. Netherlands are Biafrans who live in that part of Europe. Many Biafrans, because we are scattered all over the world, we take it from there. We take it as it comes. And we are working assiduously hard to ensure that we go home. So ndị ọbụla nọ n'anya fa, anya n'anya, Biafra nọ na UK, Biafra nọ n'Italy, Biafra nọ na Netherlands. Anyị nwa melu our own on the 5th of this month. Ndị Netherlands wee na-eme their own on the 19th of this month. Etu a ka a ga-esi megide the next people ga-abụ Italy. And it is our sole duty, me being somebody on the Brazil media, I have to advertise them. I have to show the flyer. I have to remind Biafrans. Before I go to anything that actually is going on in the world, media-wise, I have to let you people know this. Brazil Netherlands town hall meeting are expecting our Prime Minister on Sunday. Come one, come all. Ndị Igbo si na a na-esi n'ụlọ malụ mma wee pụba n'ama. We have to support our brothers and sisters in Netherlands. It is our sole responsibility. You cannot expect this to be transmitted on Channels TV or the one they call Arise TV or TVC. No, it is on Brazil Media because it is our responsibility. And you all know that whenever we are doing town hall meeting, it turns into fundraising. Onye ebekwana alụmakwụ ego, ebekwana akwa ego, oni ji na wete, obulugodu penny ka iji, wetie anyị ga-agụlụ gị egwu, kwụọlụ gị aka, gọọ ọfọ na Chineke nna ga-enye gị mmaji kwuru mmaji. Iwu bụ na anyị ọmatọ with us, ọmatọ n'aka anyị, nna nna anyị familie, when the world is not as developed and as civilized as it is today. Onye ndu si not mental toughness. Ife fiabaru, go to your brain or think outside the box. The box is your skull, and outside it, you have to think outside it. This box, your skull, contains your brain that gives you the ability to think. Onye ndu si no mental toughness. Inwe 10 ejema, ilie 5. Nye umunne gi 5. My people, my brother Charles said that Brazil is doing marvelously well. Why? Because of Egu Nunatu. It is being managed very well by the man. Ya kanji tualu ni inusi na-efifie kwudo nwata ọbụla okenye. Mazi oge nkere bụ dat nwata efifie kwudo gie kita ọbụzi okenye. And lotakwano na ndị Igbo si na onye atụrụ inu kọwali ya inu agwa na ego eji wee nụọ nne na n'iyi. Oburu everything ka m ga na-akọwala unu. But if it takes you to understand me that I should explain, I will explain it so that you will understand. If I am name onwere onye force lum, onwere onye employ lum, munwa employ lum. In addition to any other thing I can do for Biafra to come, I am willing to do it. Very willing to do it. Nebe numanye tu unu na fun. Adam azochichi. I don't need it. but ife dị n'ọchịchị dapụta asị m bịa mee ya, m ga-ajụ gị for what? I wee kọwalụ m the reason no ka ife anyị na-eme wee nwee isi, then I can stand and consider if I can do it. O nwere anyị ada-achụ amị, anyị abụrụ ndị Islam, anyị abụrụ ndị Fulani na-achụ mmadụ n'ike gbuo ya n'ike in order to do what they want. We don't do that. Also gị ịbata, also gị ịpụọ, and ị na-apụ pụọ alone, quietly and peacefully. Do not badmouth anybody. Do not attack anybody. This is Breji. That is our principle, our policy, and that is the final. That's why our principle is peace, progress, and equity. That is our slogan. Onye agha na nwanne ya, mana isi na ị ga-aghalụ nwanne gị, jiri nwayọọ ghara in peace, gafelu in peace, walk past in peace and leave your brother alone. O nwere any government in this world, even Russia, na ị ga-eje there as no superpower, or America, no superpower, that their citizens don't pay tax. Unu na America the great because they went to the highest shop to buy greatness? No. All the citizens male America GD great. And by virtue of foreigners working and living in their country, paying their tax. That's why America is great. So my people, to make Biafra remain great, you must sponsor the government financially, so that your government will continue to do marvelously well. As my brother Charles said, you cannot do marvelously well with bare hands or with nothing. So my brother Charles, I thank you so much for that wonderful comment. Biafra is doing wonderfully well. I welcome all of you. My sister UK, I welcome you. I welcome you so much, because you people, you propel my engine of media movement. When I see you here, it gives me joy that my people are there after all. Now, this very town hall meeting of Netherlands is inviting every Biafran. Or if I name Melo Wani, everybody must be there. Do not ignore it. Do not ignore it. Try and be there to support your government in exile. Now, my people, Ndewo Yoshi, how is Chloe? I hope she's smiling this summer. Dalo, Ndewo, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. My sister UK, I see you. Ndewo. Now, when you look at the title of today's program, it says World News and Impact on Nigeria. And it further says Biafrans fund our freedom and BDF, Biafra Defense Forces. This is it. Let me give you one of the news that is trending. Every platform is talking about this. When you are aspiring to be a nation, you do not remain running around the circle of your own people. No. You look wider. Oh, mmadụ ka eji ene mmadụ. You measure up with other people. That's how the world is. The world is round and everything is very rotative. It doesn't become stagnant. Ọ bụrụ na news anyị oge ọbụla na center only on Biafra. Ọ bụrụ that na mama center on Biafra, but you listen to world news and see how it impacts on you, your enemy. That because in our situation we are now on a freedom fight mode. Why are we fighting for freedom? Because Nigeria is this country that does not understand, and a fool at 40 who knows not that he knows not is a very big fool. Nigeria does not know anything, and farmer don't know where ife farmer or where ife Nigeria ma. Ịma na nwụkpa na ele n'ọkụ oloni a na-aha mmanụ maka na mmanụ anwụ ọ na-ahapụta ọtụnye n'ọkụ ọkụ anwụ enwuru vab lepịa ya elepịa. They are terrorizing people because they want to Islamize people, isn't it? Tell me, when you are killing people, when you kill people, you kill in the north, you kill in the south, you kill in the east, you kill in the west, who will come to your religion? They did it in Turkey, in Syria, and they thought they can do it in Africa, and it will succeed. Impossible. Not in this generation. When people like us, Muwaton go to Ekuleku Biafra Republic government, that is what I am now. Because I can't come here and be looking at you people like this. I must talk. Somebody kpọkwara m Ekuleku yesterday. When nearly I can see, yes, you are correct. Abu Mekuleku. I will use this my Ekuleku for my people. Because during the war, it was only Okoko on them. But now I hear we go many Ekulekus. Yes. Anyị ga na-ekwu. Nigeria. Chenafage menwife Turkey, more Syria, more Afghanistan. Impossible. They are getting resistance from everybody. Fulani Chenafa the wise. When you are doing your own, I will be watching you. Where you stop is where I will start. And nobody, there will be no winner. As it is in the beginning is now, and ever shall be, world without end. So shall it be. Oh, when ka ndi Fulani win Biafra, my people are the kununaka. They can never. The world is now on Nigeria because nobody wants terrorism. Even Saudi Arabia, they don't do terrorism anymore. I'm on program, please. So, Biafrans, on where it happen? Now, they are capture my people. On where can anybody defeat Biafrans? Mana iji gwa unu eziokwu anyị nwa ka ọ dị n'aka. So my people, a na-ekwu okwu fundraising, na-ekwu okwu town hall. It is for us to do something. We are not going to keep quiet. We are not. They can never win us. So now, let me show you people the trending video I went to other platforms and I saw this video. So I said that I will bring it. Ka unu nụ ife this man na-ekwu about Nigeria. And I will show you other platform, other people, other countries talking about Nigeria. Nigeria thought, oh, let us keep killing people, terrorizing people, killing men, women, children, pregnant women, and nobody knows about it. It's impossible. People like me will say it. There's a guy called English Alaji. That guy, he says more. There are so many of them on their platforms. Everybody is talking about what Nigeria is doing, terrorizing the whole region. Nigeria thought that nobody is going to do anything to us. Not this generation. Not this generation. They cannot, and they will not succeed. Listen to this man.
Speaker, I rise in strong support for my amendment to increase the withholding threshold for assistance to Nigeria from 50% to 100%, while keeping in place benchmarks that demand Nigeria take effective steps to address the violence and persecution that continue to devastate the country. Nigeria has faced a horrific wave of violence that its corrupt government has failed to address. For years, and especially in recent months, Christians and other religious minorities in Nigeria have been subjected to violence and terrorism at the hands of extremists operating with impunity. Christian women and girls continue to be abducted, assaulted, tortured, and killed. Their churches are burned, and entire communities are erased. If the aid conditions included in the bill are important enough to withhold half of all the funding to the Nigerian government, then they are important enough to withhold all of the funding. The generosity of our taxpayers is a reflection of the American values we hold so firmly. Never should we allow their hard-earned tax dollars to be funneled to corrupt regimes that fail to uphold religious freedom, fail to adequately confront terrorism, and fail to protect the innocent from persecution. So why are we rewarding a government that fails to meet such a basic obligation? This amendment is simple. It does not remove the aid conditions in the bill, but only strengthens such conditions. But most importantly, it upholds a principle that all recipients of American taxpayer assistance should follow, that they must prove they are willing and able to respond to violence before receiving any funding. Simply put, meet the standard before receiving support. That is the accountability the American taxpayer deserves. Foreign aid should never be a reward for failure. So as our national debt is fast approaching $40 trillion, why on earth are we still allowing ourselves to go further into debt by rewarding corrupt foreign governments that tolerate terrorism within their borders? When churches are burned, women and girls are abducted, and terrorists operate with near impunity, that is not merely an internal disturbance, it is a direct assault on the freedoms our nation claims to defend, which our foreign assistance must reflect and uphold. This is not about punishing the Nigerian people. It is about demanding accountability for their government's complacency and ensuring that our foreign aid is leveraged to defend, reflect, and uphold American values. Even the underlying bill recognizes the Nigerian government's failure to meet the standard, yet it still allows for half of the funding to be released anyways. My amendment withholds all funds until they meet basic standards. Accountability can never be divided, nor should we allow anyone to exploit the generosity of the American taxpayer. I urge my colleagues to uphold accountability in our foreign aid spending and to vote for my amendment. I reserve.
Now, my people, you have
Speaker,
heard him. You have heard that, and many more countries are now complaining about Nigeria. Who are our enemies? Nigeria. Whenever they are hiding it, we will be bringing it out to the world at large. Thank you, my sister. Yes, Nigeria government Nigeria is this shameless country that don't respect themselves. They don't respect themselves. You can imagine that Fulanis who are doing all this, they are foreigners to our land. And they want to tell us how to live, when to walk, when to sit down, when to talk, when to showcase yourself. That is, they came and wanted to cage us. They want to cage us in our land, and we are keeping quiet. How are they doing that? They are using your politicians to silence you and zip your mouth up. Do you think that if I'm in Nigeria, I will be doing what I'm doing? I would have long been gone. But in Nigeria constitution, freedom of speech is enshrined in it as part of the constitution that gives citizens right. In the north, demonstration or protest is called haram because that was what Fulani brought. Nobody is talking. Nobody is saying a thing because the Fulanis are the ones ruling that country. They came and saw that we are very friendly people, and they felt that we are weak people. They misinterpreted our kindness to weakness. And as if they have just arrived, they started killing everybody. Do you know that the Fulanis are black Arabs and they know how to fight on the back of a horse? That is their specialty. And that was how they defeated the Europeans when they came firstly in 1940s. The people that came with Osman Danfodio, that's the history. They defeated them and they came back, including this fight between France and Britain over Nigeria and Cameroon. They came back at Berlin and they reached an agreement. Do you know the tools they used? They used religion. They used the peaceful division of Cameroon because Nigeria used to rule Cameroon. They did all that and came back with religion on the south and agreement with the Fulanis in the north. And they agreed, let there be no fight because they are very violent people. Anybody that can kill a pregnant woman is very violent, or kill children is very violent. Do you people know that Fulani terrorists abducted a pregnant woman? All of them were abusing this woman, and she was sexually, and she was first to give birth. And when this woman gave birth to two twins, they fed those children to their dogs. Recently, I have the video here. I can show it to you people. But let us finish with this man. What this man is saying is that they gave America 100% aid. You know, America aid to all these countries. They gave 100%. And because of what they were doing, they gave them condition that the aid will be cut into half, 50%, until you settle the issue of massacre and slaughter of Christians. But this man here now is telling you that they are going to cut everything off, the whole 100%. So no more AIDS. And where is this AIDS coming from? What I was telling you before. People's tax in America, including the tax of foreigners in America. That's what they are giving to Nigeria. And they will use it to go to Turkey and buy weapons. Because you people could recall that there was a time they bought Tucano jet during the time of Buhari, and Onyendu wrote against it. Instead of giving them the 35 Tucano jets or helicopters, war helicopters or war airplane fighters, they gave them 2. They already gave them 2, remaining 33, because they bought 35. Buhari bought it to come and be bombing our people. And you will recall that Tucano aircraft has a rule by what they call Lehi law. And that Lehi law stated that any country that kills their citizens or terrorism, that this Tucano jet will not be sold to them. That was the rule. But Nigeria will always break the rule or make you break your own rule for them. And you all know that when they bought that Tucano jet, it was the very Democrat Party that works with Obama. And Obama is a full-fledged Muslim. This is how you work all these things out. Obama did that for them and sold it to them, knowing that they are a terrorist country. Maybe it was not Obama, but it was a Democratic Party that was there at the time. And Buhari was using this aircraft to come and be bombing our people. They bombed the Kututu. They were bombing ESN. And when ESN was converted to become our army, they started bombing them again, using that Tucano jet. Every aid that was given to Nigeria has now been reduced. And reduced to 50%. But this man is here telling you the reason why the other remaining 50% is going to be closed. This is it, my people. They are killing us. Nobody is saying a thing. Only America. It is only America that is doing something. Only America. Every other country is keeping quiet. China is keeping quiet. Why? China nebu coal nenugu. I don't know who they are in agreement with. Apart from Mwefie Lefodo na Baza, ana akpo Peter Mba. Yana ndi China nebu coal unumi ife ji coal eme. Okwo na di na Nigeria. Okwo di n'Enugu. Odi na Igbo. Apart from what Dr. Alex Oti is doing, tell me any other governor in Southeast that is doing anything to benefit our people. Nothing at all. That coal, they use it for energy. That's why China. Do you know, no China? Gabia bulie na tipa. China negutie. So our people are deprived of the opportunity of working, earning money, driving the truck, everything Bondi China. That was the agreement. And that is still the agreement because they are still carrying the coal till next year. Until Biafra comes to lay claim over their natural resources. That is number one. China is taking that coal. China is taking gold from Zamfara. China is taking our oil. The same thing with UK, France, Germany, all of them na-ebu ife niile dị na that country. Manke dị na Biafra land. And they are not talking. Rather, Europe is giving Nigeria 288 million loan. Not at all. It is not a loan. It is a finance to fund their terrorism. Nobody will ask me why. Because on the 7th of December, even that time, Riley Moore was in Nigeria. 7th of December, Tinubu carried aircraft and went and fought for Emmanuel Macron to maintain the old cargo that has been ruling the people of Benin. And soldiers overthrew that man. Emmanuel Macron ran to Tinubu. So Europe are still sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. He went and bombed those soldiers and they lost that coup. Now, the same thing is happening all over. Foreigners eating what belongs to us, using it to come and be fighting us, laying pipe from our land to Europe. Do you people know what it costs? How many billions? Instead of coming to negotiate with us, we all live abroad. You cannot just come today and say, I live in France. Let me go and get a French passport as of right, by force. You will go through a process, and a very long and protracted one for that matter. You come to their country, they will use immigration to cage you. You go to your land, they will use terrorism to drive you away from your country. This is all their ploy. And they think that they will come and be doing that with Biafrans, and it will work. Ndị be anyị unu kwekwa ka ome ọ dị anyị n'aka. Ife na-esi nwa mkpi isi dị ya n'arụ. Yoruba si kokoro to njefo ara efo ya lowa. Anyị ka ọ dị n'aka. Ọ dị anyị n'aka. Kokoro to njefo. Ife na-esi nwa mkpi isi dị nwa mkpi n'arụ. Anyị nwa ka ọ dị n'aka. America is doing their own. Unuma wife jemie. Makana farmer no farmer na bu the end product of every terrorism in Africa. Yakafaji we chatachakulun di Iran. Because they are always the target. Always the target. And if you know that you are the target, why don't you work very hard to safeguard your terrain or your territory? It is in our hands. Yes, Mazio Genkere can be your prime minister. He can't do everything by himself. He will need our support. And it's not too far. You go to our website, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org, and you will support. Or you go to the homeland. Itu ejema or eje, you are helping. Obul God one eje, wait here. We don't reject anything. So going by what this man is saying, on di lo anyi kobo, kafane makia, Nigeria. Because Nigeria thought that they are invisible. Nobody can see them. No. There are many things they are doing. Manandi America now focus on the killing of Christians. Are we not human beings? On the Fulani in your life. Why should our life be dependent on their granting us life or freedom? It is in our hands. Because Ogendi Abata, our forefathers, will be able. That is sentiment. Sentiment. Do not be too sentimental. I used to be like that. But my brother, like I said, na-efifiekwu nwata ọbụla okenye. I have toughened up. I am telling you the truth. I have toughened up. Ọ bụrụ na ịbịa jide aka m nke a, si m aka m jikwe mee nke a, m sị gị welu, provided na m nwetara ife m na-achọ. Onye kwezina ka anyị were afọ anybody welu na-ehuduwi nke anyị wee na-alafu anyị. No, 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 no. Ndị ọcha na-ene mmadụ anya n'iru, they will tell you the truth. Whether mo na sogo so mo na enu gị inu, you must take that truth. Ije igo ife from onye ọcha, isi ewu sorry ọ fọdụrụ £1, biko nyenu m discount or sigi no, that's the price. You have to go and look for that £1 and complete the amount. For that, this sentimental. No. Ndị be anyị Africans, wepụnụ sentiment. Or man no man. Ọ bụrụgodu nwanne gị gwa eziokwu. Tell your brother the truth. If he doesn't like it, let him forget it. Whoever is concerned, you must tell that person the truth. Unu chọ ka ndị ọcha recognize unu. But you do things your own way. They won't. They won't. They want to see you that you are serious. You have to sponsor and fund your liberation. And they will say that you are serious. Ndị ọcha enwero sentimental attachment. Ife a na-akpọ obi ebele fe nwere ya. Ife fa nwe bụ straightforwardness. And going straight to the point. Ị na-agwa onye ọcha okwu, onye anya na time ya ugboro na abụọ sị gị go straight to the point. Onye ọcha nọrọ na no, no, no. There is nothing like you go straight to the point. We want Biafra and we have to fight for Biafra. Akpo fundraising, nobody will see you. But it's okay with Biafra. How do you get it? That is the question. How do you get it? That is the case. You know? So, my people, let us carefully analyze this man's video and what he's saying.
Rise in strong support for my amendment to increase the withholding threshold for assistance to Nigeria from 50% to 100%, while keeping in place benchmarks that demand Nigeria take effective steps to address the violence and persecution that continue to devastate the country.
They want Nigeria to take steps to address this violent situation. Because, my people, violence is like when you pour fuel on the floor and you light it from that one end, it will keep burning. That is how violence travels until it gets to an innocent person. Nigeria may think that this violence, that the world don't know what they are aiming at. It is connecting with Iran. Because Iranian government in Persia Gulf, they sent 4 container loads of arms and ammunition to Nigeria. And currently, America has gone back to wake Iranians up because they failed. And Nigeria is failing. Nigeria thought that they are indispensable and they are invisible. Nobody is seeing them. But the world sees them. Now, their aid will be shut down completely. America will no longer give them aid. That is what he is saying.
Nigeria has faced a horrific wave of violence that its corrupt government has failed to address.
Have you seen it? Do I know this man? Does he know me? What did he call them? Corrupt government. That they failed to address the issue and the reason why they were being given fund. Kedu ife Tinubu ga-eji wee banye na aircraft jee ịtụ bomb na Benin to stop terrorists, but he cannot stop the terrorism going on in Nigeria? Can anyone tell me? No one can tell me here. If you can't tell me why he cannot do that, is because he is not the person ruling Nigeria. Tinubu is photo trick. The person ruling Nigeria is the father of this terrorist called Sokoto Caliphate. They are the ones ruling. He is the one ruling Nigeria all along. And he does not care what the world says. That's why he is doing what he is doing. Yet, Nigeria is a member of the global nation called UN. He does not care to know what the rules and regulations of UN is, which is their charter and their law. Just like those who knew what is contained in Biafra charter have refused to have recourse to that charter. They are working for Nigeria. They are working with Nigeria, using Biafra, just like Tinubu is working for Sokoto Caliphate, pretending to be the president. He is the president. That's what they call him. But is he the one ruling Nigeria? The answer is no. He is like a servant. That's what Sardauna of Sokoto told a journalist 1952 in London. When Sardauna of Sokoto went to London, the man said to him, "What is it you have about the Igbos?" And he started talking. He said that it is the Fulanis first. That anybody who will take any position in Nigeria must be on contract. And what is contract? You enter into contract, whether written or verbal, it is binding. If you and somebody make verbal agreement and enter into it and start doing that thing, you can't sue me to court. It is admissible in court as a gentleman's agreement. It is legal. Onye deceives in onwe. So Tinubu is in a gentleman's agreement with the Fulanis. You will just take your money, the money you spent in bringing in Buhari, take it from the oil. We don't care. But the management, security, that's why Shetima told you he is the security or insecurity chief. They shared it. Tinubu came to be the oil minister. And Shetima, the son of Sokoto Caliphate, is the chief insecurity or security officer. Do you hear of Shetima? No. He is underground. Everything that is happening in Nigeria in terms of terrorism, unu mana o nwere ebe ụmụ Imo jelu wee jide ndị Fulani n'ime ọfịa wee kpopụta syringes eji agba faji agba ọgwụ. And that ajia a na-akpọ ajia na jatu si na fa na-ele ma drug ma everything. No, Kashim Shetima dey in charge. She said it. I've showed it here on my program. She said it. This is what they are doing in Nigeria. And they thought that they are invisible, that nobody sees it. That's what this gentleman is talking about here. Rep W. Gregory Stube, the Florida rep. This is it. On Eziezo. My people, no sentiment in this freedom fight. Two things. We want to be recognized to become a nation. And we are fighting for self-defense because they are killing us. That's all. And you have a leader right now, Mazi Ogenkere, the Prime Minister. He needs your financial support for the freedom of Biafrans. He is the one leading us right now. Forget about any other thing. My people, forget about any other thing. I'm on a freedom fight. Onye getting anybody because they will distract you. Or if a Nigeria to come and do. That's why I thank Charles so much for saying that Breji is doing marvelously well. It's a very good observation.
For years, and especially in recent months, Christians and other religious minorities in Nigeria have been subjected to violence and terrorism at the hands of extremists operating with impunity. Christian women and girls continue to be abducted, assaulted, tortured, and killed. Their churches are burned, and entire communities are erased. If the aid conditions included in the bill are important enough to withhold half of all the funding to the Nigerian government, then they are important enough to withhold all of the funding.
They are withholding all of the funding. They kill women, they torture them, they rape women, they do everything. Is it not in Nigeria? Then tell me, how did America know? How did America know? They knew it because they are very observant. We are in a world wide web. You cannot do anything now and it will hide. Even if you do it in your bedroom, America has satellite powerful enough to know your movement. Amaram ifendi Nigeria jiwe Jane Afad invisible. Ndewo William. Nigeria is not invisible. In this dispensation, they thought that what happened in Afghanistan, that they can do it and walk away. We are not Afghanistans. We are Biafrans. If you are a Koniman die, Koniman bury him. Nigeria win kwa this fight. Famalo no buro ndi Biafra kafamiti. Yes. Koniman die, Koniman bury him. Look at what this man is saying. And you will be wondering, how do they know all this? That Nigeria is a corrupt government. That Nigeria abducts children, men and women. And they take ransom. I have shown you people here in the past millions of naira that their terrorists, tiny rats, they collect from their victims, some of which they killed after collecting the ransom. I've shown you people here millions, tons of money. Does Shetima not see it? Why is it that they jailed Onyendu in Sokoto? Because Sokoto is where their leader in Nigeria lives. He wants to show us. If you go to UN Charter, UN Charter said people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is a world figure, that if you are deciding the case of such a man, it should be in a court near his home. If you want to jail him, it will be in a prison near his home. Nigeria, do they obey any law? No. Sokoto Caliphate does not care. He is the one ruling Nigeria in disguise that they have vice and the president. This is it. Ụfọdụ n'ime anyị aghọtara all these things. When we are saying that there's a lifting up, they will be telling you there's a casting down. You can't be listening to such people, otherwise you are not serious to get Biafra. If you are serious that you want Biafra to come to Breji. Because this is where Mazi Ogenkere, our Prime Minister, don't you people ever wonder How come? How is this man managing this whole thing? Ngozi Ekpolu. In fact, the number now with Ngozi na 19 January last year, Kalilo. Then another number came and left again. Where do they think they are going? Or where do you think they are going? They are going because they want to show the Ohanese now Kufugwo. Because somebody told us that they work with the Ohanese, and Ohanese works for the governors, and governors works for the Sokoto Caliphate. That is where they go to swear. Do you people know that? That they go to Sokoto Caliphate to swear. Every governor from the south, my Yoruba, my Igbo. Once you are made a governor, you must go there to swear. What do they swear to? Uno maifonye ndu gwalai that they do to them, and video it. Keep one copy and give them one copy. So, Mazio Gekere is managing this Breji with little or nothing. Okay, our first prime minister not there. Think of it. This CRC breakaways and the USB charger breakaways, we were all together. A well sufficient fund. So many of you do forget this. So you will be praising this man that is working for you with nothing. Tell me, what do we have then that we don't have double now? So, Obu ni na lolo Nigeria olo, na za Biafra. Stop it. Biafra is a spirit. Obulu na Biafra apiaroge Itali more now. Oga apiagia later. Money na ego Biafra. Ego bataga akilie. Ina chonyi ge megide. Gina nwanne gi yilu na ejenta. Ino katisi na ukwu ya dika ukwu mgbada. How come that this man, an American, knows all this about Nigeria, but those of you who are sabotaging us, you pretend not to know? Ano kata one non-entity esiebosi na za meme or na kanu takanu. When Onyedu was there, were you people hearing of Kanu Takano? None of these guys were in what we were doing. They are just there to grab money from senators and governors and use it to bring Breji down. Impossible. Onwere ike ime. Mazi Ogenkere is nobody's slave or servant. Olusia ije court kenye gi Breji. Yep, Fabia will. Let them come and take it now. Let them come and take it. They are working with Nigeria and for Nigeria, not for Biafra. They are just using Biafra to brainwash our people and deceive many. That no Bumwane Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra bunke Nnamdi Kanu. And then Nnamdi Kanu, he knew it. Biafra aburonkie. Oburokwanu nke Mazi Simon Ekpa. Oburonke Ojukwu's family. Monke Philip Effiong's family. We are Biafrans and nobody owns us. Nobody. Onyendu Munwa amasi unu today. Nam hate that man. I love him so much. And Onyendu is always truthful. Kita fe weluga asi wera sa the man isi. Omarozi ifo na-ekwu. Plus ogwu niile ndị Nigeria na-agba ya. Ọkwa unu lotele oge Onyendu na-ebe akwa. Na arụ na anwụ ya. Afu ya na-eto. Ọbịa na court afu ya ara like this. So, I will not blame him. But umunnie ibia welafia na Biafra na eme iwelu nka iri emego. My people, we will not concede to that. Look at this man. He's an American, but he's telling you about Nigeria. Think of the mileage. It is because they have power of using satellite to observe what is going on. And if Nigeria think that what happened in Afghanistan or in Syria or in Turkey will happen in our land, it's impossible. If they are watching me, let them hear it. What happened in Afghanistan can never happen in Biafra land, because they believe they have arrived. Fulani is not even Nigeria. They are not. You will be a foreigner. You come to somebody's land. You want to drive them away. You want to take over. You want to control them. You want to kill them. And you think everybody will continue to watch you. So for those of you who are working for them, Ani Biafra got to all of you. My uncle na Biafra war. Two of them. Plus my immediate onye tolom no fuafon na. As a child. Then mputeba mbiana mbulo kenye na agwofe. Nasilo onwe masi. So for those of you who do not know anything about Biafra, go and sit down and leave us alone. Nwoke na azo ochiche, nwanya na azo ochiche. Unashamedly, unrepentantly. That is mockery to those of us who lost their relatives. Now this Biafra struggle is mockery and insult on us. I can never support anybody who is not serious about this our freedom fight. I cannot. And any day I leave Breji, I will go and rest. I will go and rest. Obuni choli rapu Breji and go your way. Ichokwani na Breji, no do na Breji and do what Breji wants you to do. This is it, my people. I will say the truth so that the truth sets me free. Ekwusigo m eziokwu dị m n'ọnụ, mịa bụrụ isi asị. This is it. Nke onye melu ya mee ya ọfụma. This guy is telling the world that they will no longer give Nigeria money. Europe gave Nigeria 288 million. Why? They called it loan, so that financially it will be properly recorded. But they are sponsoring them in their terrorism culture. You cannot see people who are killing their citizens and you are giving them that type of money and you will be calling it loan. Who are you deceiving? That is the situation of Europe. Sponsoring terrorism. And the way America is picking up over what Nigeria is doing to their citizens. Europe is no, tell me or show me any European that is condemning them, except recently. Let me show you one European guy. Let me show you people. Just one. One group of Europeans talking that what is happening in Nigeria is not good. Okay. Listen to this.
And this time we're unpacking the details from the recently concluded the 288 million euro grant package to Nigeria from the EU. As
Grant package. They call it grant. Is it grant or loan? Because you give people grants, they don't pay it back. Or you give them loan that they will pay back. She called it grant.
Social media commentators yesterday highlighted an observation that the deal includes a clause to support the reintegration of repentant terrorists.
Have you seen it? Have you heard it? The clause is one of the elements of conditions and terms for giving you something. That clause will always remind you of the reason why you are being given this money. And that includes converting terrorists to become citizens or army or police. So they know why they are giving them the money. It is one of the clauses. Have you seen it? That they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing.
Now, the information contained under initiatives on the European Commission website under Aid, Development, Cooperation and Fundamental Rights states that under governance, peace and security, the EU collaborates with Nigeria to promote stability and security by supporting democratic governance, inclusive participation of young people, women, and people with disabilities and fostering peace-building efforts. Key actions include promoting the reintegration of former combatants, including Boko Haram associates in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states. Now, whilst this item sits amongst other clauses that relate to clean energy, migration, health, and education, it is the clause that has generated conversation. So let's quickly look at the breakdown of this 288 million euro grant deal that was sealed last week. And security by supporting democratic governance, inclusive participation of young people, women, and people with disabilities, and fostering peace, energy, migration, health, and education. That 50 million will support healthcare manufacturing,
Look at it. Did you people hear anything about Europe telling Nigeria, stop killing Christians? You cannot hear that. It's not included here. But America is calling it out, outrightly, that Nigeria should stop killing Christians. But EU is supporting them with 288 million euros. This is it. Let's continue with this.
The generosity of our taxpayers is a reflection of the American values we hold so firmly. Never should we allow their hard-earned tax dollars to be funneled to corrupt regimes that fail to uphold religious freedom.
They should not allow their taxpayers' money be used in supporting terrorism. Because their taxpayers are working very hard, pay their tax, and they will use it to support Nigeria, a regime that does not give value to human lives. They don't care because of your religion. This religion, what does it do for these people? The people you are killing are still the indigenes that will work out everything that goes on in the country. And you are killing them because they are not the same religion with you. This is it. So, Biafrans, when you hear things like this, you add one and one together, taxpayers' money, and you will understand that we should be the ones supporting our own Breji government. Do not pretend as if Breji does not concern you, because Breji is your government tomorrow. Your government today, your government tomorrow. If you actually and intentionally want Biafra to come,
fail to adequately confront terrorism, and fail to protect the innocent from persecution. So why are we rewarding a government that fails to meet such a basic obligation?
why are they rewarding a government that fails to actualize that obligation? But EU did not mention the killing of Christians in their own grant or loan to Nigeria, the same country, just one country. They are taking oil money, they are taking loan, they are taking aid, everything. Nigeria cannot produce anything. The only thing Nigeria produces is terrorism, terrorizing the citizens of their own country. Nigeria cannot produce even toothpick, even tomato. They have tomato in the jaws in the north there, but they cannot produce it in a tin. Because where do they have tin? They have it in Lokoja. Nobody will buy you machine, create jobs for people. Yesterday, I showed you people, an Hausa boy who is crying that they have more alamajiri, that if Nigeria divide today, that they will be the poorest, that there is no industry in their Borno. He said he's from Borno. Nigeria is collecting all this money, not for hospital, for the welfare of their people, not for good roads, for the movement of the people, not for good schools to raise their children, but they will be raising terrorists. They will be raising terrorists. Children were in the bush for 56 days. Children from school. Boko Haram. Boko means white or Western civilization. Western education is a crime. Haram is crime. A sin that it is not allowed. So they are doing all that to make children stop going to school, or you pay with your life. And when these children were released, they were thanking Tinubu. Why? Because Tinubu, they are using terrorism to upgrade their election, to do their campaign. Only in Nigeria you can see such a thing. Only in Nigeria you can see such a thing. Let me look for a video that will support that, so that you will know that Nigeria is a country that, you know, Nigeria is a country that supports evil. And the person that was talking about that was no less a person than our brother. Dalete was talking about that. Look at it.
TV for 46 days. 56.
Look at that. His name is Daliti.
6 days, yes. Immediately they came out. Listen very well, because I remember what Adolf Hitler did. The only thing that came out from the mouth of those children is we thank President Tinubu. We thank President Tinubu. Who told them? Do they know Tinubu? Those kids, do they know Tinubu? Who told them?
The vice president.
They do not know Tinubu. Why they are thanking Tinubu? Tinubu wants people to believe that he is the one that is rescuing the children from terrorism. He is using them for his political campaign to impress Americans and all these countries calling on him to stop terrorism. That's the name they were told in the bush. Using terrorism to terrorize our people. Look at it. Children, 56 days in captivity. Look at them. These are school children. No. These are school children. That's what they are doing in Nigeria and in Biafra land. We can never go back to Nigeria. If you like, sabotage us in the morning, sabotage us in the afternoon, sabotage us in the evening. Breji is not going anywhere. Onya uwo onya uwe ya. Koniman die, Koniman bury am. Now here we dey. Whether you support us or not, we are not going back to Nigeria. Never. Okwa ifugife America na-eme. Ọ nwayọ ka eji alacha ofe dị ọkụ. America nwere sense. Everything fa na-egosi here is an evidence. Iji gosi na Nigeria efailugo. And the reason why they have failed. Elokwana na America ada abịa o. Fa na abịa. Watch this and listen to them.
This amendment is simple. It does not remove the aid conditions in the bill, but only strengthens such conditions. But most importantly, it upholds a principle that all recipients of American taxpayer assistance should follow, that they must prove they are willing and able to respond to violence before receiving any funding.
Yes, they must show to the world, which is America. World leader, America. Who else? So far na-ekwu eziokwu ife gbasatalu all this violence that is going on. Only America. In Nigeria. So this is how world news impacts on America. According to my title today.
Simply put, meet the standard before receiving support. That is the accountability the American taxpayer deserves.
Meet the standard before receiving support. And do you think that Nigeria will meet that standard? They will not. Nigeria will not meet that standard. America have told them to drop Sharia, drop terrorism. They refused. And I will show you how America deals with people that once they talk to you and you refuse, the way they deal with them. Let this video end. I will show you.
Foreign aid should never be a reward for failure. So as our national debt is fast approaching 40 trillion, why on earth are we still allowing ourselves to go further into debt by
the national debt, Ụgwọ Nigeria ji America, is close to $40 trillion. That's what he just said. 40 trillion. Kerebe Nigeria si enweta ego anwa. That's why they don't want Biafrans to go. They will continue to mortgage our oil as their collateral. Impossible. Ndị be anyị unu gbapụkwa ya n'isi. Ọ bụla ji ife, ọ ma abịakwa anyị nso. Nigeria bụ ajọ ife.
rewarding corrupt foreign governments that tolerate terrorism within their borders. When churches are burned, women and girls are abducted, and terrorists operate with near impunity, that is not merely an internal disturbance, it is a direct assault on the freedoms our nation claims to defend.
It is, you have heard what he said. They terrorize with their near borders. It is an intolerant act to what Americans do not like. They don't want terrorism or seeing Christians being killed. America cannot condescend or tolerate that. They cannot be seen to be working with a country that kills its own people and Christians because of their religious belief.
An internal disturbance, it is a direct assault on the freedoms our nation claims to defend.
It is an insult to the situation that their country claimed to defend. Because yesterday I did this, but I did not play this video.
Which our foreign assistance must reflect and uphold. This is not about punishing the Nigerian people. It is about demanding accountability for their government's complacency and ensuring that our foreign aid is leveraged to defend, reflect, and uphold American values.
Yes, American values. Yeah, Ndewo, my brother. Thank you for joining us today again. This is the trending video. The trending video. How America is claiming that the tune of money that Nigeria is owing them is running into trillions. Yes, and he's also talking about Nigeria insubordination and the killing and massacre of Christians. He talked about it as well. So whatever they are doing in Nigeria, they thought that nobody is seeing them. Somebody is seeing them.
Even the underlying bill recognizes the Nigerian government's failure to meet the standard, yet it still allows for half of the funding to be released anyways. My amendment withholds all funds until they meet basic standards. Accountability can never be divided, nor should we allow anyone to exploit the generosity of the American taxpayer. I urge my colleagues to uphold accountability in our foreign aid spending and to vote for my amendment. I reserve.
America do not want their taxpayers' money to go into the hand of, yes, okay, let me send you a link. Please come and explain it to us so that we will understand it better. But I don't know why Nigeria is being mentioned and their killing of people, which is something that America does not support. Yes, the link is there, my brother. Thank you, my brother Charles. I'll keep thanking you, Roslyn Ndewo. The link is there for anybody to join me. Now, Nigeria is in the news everywhere. Everywhere, the killing is discussed everywhere continuously. And this man, I think this is from Fox News. Listen to him.
Let's go back to Africa, where Christians are literally being killed and no one says a thing. Alex Barbier is a U.S. humanitarian who has spent a lot of time covering the murder of Christians in Nigeria, in Africa. They are being slaughtered by the thousands, largely by Muslims. Alex, good to have you back. Take us through what's really happening to Christians in Nigeria right now.
I'll tell you factually, every 2.5 days in Plateau State, Nigeria, Christians are being targeted. Just over the past 2.5.
Yes, this is News Max. Do you know that all this marginalization in Nigeria by we Biafrans, they call us Southeast, just the geographical location, as Baba was said, for you to know where somebody is coming from, that geographical location makes Nigerians to monopolize everything. Even when a foreigner comes in to investigate or to understand what goes on, they will stop them in the north. They will not allow them to go down to southeast, which is where Biafra is located. This guy only knows what is going on in the north, Plateau and Benue. He does not talk about what goes on in Biafra land. That is another way you will know how the extent of our marginalization. Go ahead, my brother.
Hello, Wanda.
Eh?
Otutoma.
Ụtụtụ ọma, ndewo.
Yeah. How are you today?
Well, anyị na-ekelekwa Chukwu.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not going to be long. My break is actually over. The reason why I haven't been, coming online
Joining,
to
ịnọ
join in
n'ọlụ,
is because,
ya ịnọ
yeah,
n'ọlụ.
they kind of change the rules here. Why? Sometimes when women take over things they just go somehow. They are too strict.
Ị ma nọ ife my son na-agwa m. My son
Honest,
na-ada agwa m oge ọbụla mom maka nwaanyị nọ n'ụlọ ọlụ fa. Ọ sị na nwaanyị a na ọ dị enye. He says that he doesn't like women to be on top.
yes, this one now just took over as the head of our this thing here, operation in this region where we in our area here. So I mean, it's just changing things. Normally we put on our earpiece, we are walking, you can be listening to music, podcast, or whatever you're doing your job. But again, sometimes people abuse things. You know, people always put, this bad eggs always spoil the remaining of the good eggs. So
Do you know
sometimes
why it is like that?
why
You know, mothers,
mm-hmm,
we like to see that everything is in order,
done.
in
Yeah, this
every
is in a
setup.
way. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Sometimes, yeah.
it's not strange that women are like that when they are in power or in
Yeah,
position.
so she just some people too, they instead of doing their job, they'll be on their phone watching videos and all that. So they kind of made it now, you'll be disciplined. They'll take a disciplinary action if they see you with earpiece while at work. You
Yes,
can you can use it on the in the break room, in the cafeteria, in the resting area. You can use but while you're inside working, inside the distance, they don't allow. So that's the reason why I'm not able to, join the program, like follow the program up and contribute. Except like right now, I'm on my break and my break is over. So I wanted to chip in something real quick. Greetings,
okay.
dear people that are watching. Um, yeah, what I was typing there is that I said he was talking about the trillions America is owing. American debt is almost 40 trillion. So he was saying, why will American taxpayers be giving money to Nigeria where they will use the money and sponsor terrorism?
Okay.
While America is owing almost $40 trillion and they are still spending money on terrorism, and for people that don't even deserve it. So
Exactly.
that's what he was talking about. And America is one place that one thing about America is that in American politics, you see two sides. You see people that are economical with the truth, and then you will see people that are bold to say things the way they are. So
Yes.
that is what it is in America. But in Nigeria, everybody in that contraction, everybody bows to the so-called the master. It's all about Nigeria. Nigeria is I don't know. It's like a very dubious underworld business company, like a company underworld company that is being run by dubious cartel. That's what Nigeria is like. Okay, for those people that are Nigerians who believe in this, they are useless Nigeria. that was concocted by Britain. If you believe in this, your Nigeria, and you believe in these people that are coming in as angels to help you, one other basic, these people are, I know what video that they were talking about in the European Union Parliament, about the Christian massacre. One other basic, you ask these people, did this thing start today?
Oh,
Why are they just waking up? Because America is doing something. They want to feel in and feel important. Also, they want to have a foot, continue to keep a foothold. They don't want another thing. These people, they know what they're doing. They keep quiet, everything is happening because they're the one controlling the whole thing going on in that contraction, the killing and everything. And as soon as America, is beginning to eye them, the Democrats is out of the office now. President Trump is in there, and the radar of America is on them. Europe now wants to cover their own self. They don't want themselves, to be seen as the sponsor or people who are still kept quiet. That is why you see some of them voicing out right now in their European Parliament, because they know some things that you and I don't know. They know what is coming. So they are trying to, before you know it now, one other basic. Now
yes.
they are talking about Nigeria, talking about the killing of Christians. Before you know it now, you're going to see that the European Union is going to gradually shift from talking about killing of Christians in Nigeria. They will shift now to talking about the freedom of Biafra. Watch and see
Yes.
what is going to happen. Because
Thank you so much.
they,
Thank you. I raise my thumbs up for you
they're
because
going
they
to start,
know that once America recognizes Biafra, Nigeria is down on their chest.
and,
Fakua
and
Fonani.
and the natural resources that they are coming for is in Biafra. That the natural resources that is feeding Europe is in Biafra. So do you think they are watching? And they have inside, and once they get inside message that America is about to recognize Biafra, you see all of them will jump into the bandwagon.
They
All of
switch.
them will,
Yes.
all of them will start campaigning for, free Biafra. Biafran people have been slaughtered. They will start bringing out archives, old archives that they've been hidden. You see, they are the cause of what is happening for Europe to continue to enjoy themselves, for them to continue to enjoy the benefits of what is in our land. In that contraption called Nigeria, Nigeria has to remain unstable. Because if Nigeria remains stable, everybody will work with their same mind. Everybody will keep their eyes on what is going on with our natural resources. So, but if it's unstable, people will be worrying about their safety. They'll be worrying about food to eat. And they will not even care about our natural resources. So they'll be busy taking our natural resources from the back door while we're busy fighting each other, worrying about safety, worrying about food to eat, worrying about hardship, all those things. But if a country, a society that is stable, people wake up in the morning, those that goes to work, they will go to work, those that goes to business, they'll go to business, those that are home, they will stay at home, those that are doing, everybody, life goes on. You have food to eat, 3 square meals. And nobody, no country will come in to come and take your natural resources without people react for free, actually. This impunity happening in that contraption will not happen without people rising up and say no. You will see protests every day will be on the street. But because they have made people, they have caged people, enslaved people so much to the point that they have broken the people, the society. So any little thing that act of goodwill that they give to the people will see it as a million times bigger. They are controlling the minds and the psychic of the people with hardship. They are suppressing the people so that the people will not react. But it's just a matter of time. If you put a pressure on a glass or on a container, you keep putting pressure on that container. It's a matter of time that container will get to a point, a limit point where it will no longer compress that air, continue to harbor that air that is being pumped into it. And what is it going to do? The next thing it's going to do is to explode because it can only compress for so long. Nigeria is compressing with so much pressure, with so much height and PSI. And when this PSI gets to a limit, to the maximum limit, it will not hold anymore. That container, that canister that is holding Nigeria together, it's not going to hold anymore. And that thing will explode. And that will be the end of that contraction. It's fast approaching.
It
The
is.
pressure is mounting very, very high. So anybody, all these morons walking around in that contraction, now you know who is your problem. Now you know who is your true enemy, who is your oppressor, who don't want you to see you rise and be better like them. And
Exactly.
that is European Union. America is not your enemy. America is not your problem. They are the ones that are coming to save you. European Union is the problem. Europe, Britain, and Europe, their cousins, they are the problem. They are lazy. They only. Do you know how many times these people work in a month? How many days they work in a month? They they only these people take vacation every month.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you think that is possible? Because they depend on your natural resources. They are busy enjoying themselves, traveling to different countries of the world, enjoying themselves every month. Why? Because it is possible because your natural resources is what is making it possible for them. But you
Yes.
that owns the natural resources, look at you, look at your life. People are living in heaven with natural resources under your feet. And every day you're gallivanting around acting like an idiot. Now, for you to know that they are your worst enemy, they are not. They didn't talk about the killing of Christians all this while. Oh. All the massacre and the slaughtering going on. They didn't talk about all the killing and the kidnapping that is happening, the hardship in your land.
They can't talk about it.
All they were busy doing is giving what grants and loans. That grant is a penny compared to what they are making from your land. That grant is penny compared to the billions and trillions they are making from your land. What comes from your land? That grant is to continue to what? Continue to take care of their caretakers.
Yes.
That money is not for Nigerians, poor people, or whatever. That money is to be able to take care of their caretakers. Their caretakers will use it to take care of their soldiers, which is what the terrorists. Because they said that money is for what? To add to rehabilitation of the terrorists into the society. Now,
Yes.
ask these goddamn wicked demons, ask these Europeans, can they rehabilitate terrorists in their own country?
Oh.
Ask European Union,
Oh, you
can they
you he- you
rehabilitate?
heard when I was showing it.
Yes. Ask European Union, can they rehabilitate any terrorists in any of the European countries? One, I'm not even talking about 10 or 20 terrorists. One, can they rehabilitate any single terrorist in their country and then let that terrorist go back in the society or become their army and police?
Oh.
Because you know why? Why they are giving that suggestion is because they know that Nigeria is well, their company, they are part of the shareholders of Nigeria, and they don't care about you.
They
You
don't.
are not their children, you are not their relative, you are not their cousin, you are nobody to them. You are just a black man that is worthless to them, occupying a space that they don't want you to, they just want you to occupy that space, but what is in that land belongs to them.
Yes.
That is the mindset that they have. But you every day you wake up gallivanting, walking around like an idiot, not knowing the plan that they what they have for you and the way the world look at you. They don't have any value for you, especially Europe, especially Asia, China, all of them. They don't have any value for you.
Not at all.
They see you as worthless because you have given them that impression that you are worthless.
Yes. That you have no brain.
You
Or
are
you
worthless.
yeah, or you have brain that doesn't work.
Look at what our prime minister was saying the other day. What somebody in Capitol Hill was talking. The way they think about us. They are angry. If you think that these white people, Americans, they hate you, they don't hate you. The reason why you feel like they hate you so much because they hate what you have become. They are angry that these people that are supposed to lead humanity to the next generation, these people that are supposed to lead humanity to the next level, they are looking up to you to lead humanity to the next level of adventure, to the next level of greatness. For instance, what you have become is a disappointment. Here in America, here, everywhere, wherever they have a black people gathered to have parties, 4th of July, even this 4th of July that took place, in many cities where black people were celebrating it, there was killing, shooting, fighting in the black community. Every celebration that happens in America, there's always there's always violence, blacks shooting and killing each other. Is it the white person that is doing that to us? It is us. We are our own biggest problem. We should stop whining. They feel that we are a waste to this world. They know who we are. They know what we are. They know what we are supposed to be, what we are meant to be, what we can do. But we don't even know who we are. We don't even believe in ourselves. All we do is just savages. All we do is to consume, consume, consume. We don't know how to create. Whereas we actually the creators. But we have become what? The consumers. We consume, consume, consume. Many of us want to run to a country that is already, they are putting blood and sweat to build their own nation to the standard they want. That's where we want to run to. But to do it in our own homeland, we cannot. In our land, we cannot. Our ancestral land, we cannot even boast of going to our ancestral land today. Your own father's land, and sleep with your two eyes open and closed. Are we not ashamed of ourselves?
We allow
Are
them to drag us down to their level.
Exactly. So the thing there is this: European Union is panicking. They are not they're not your friend. They are your enemy. European Union know that when Biafra is restored, they are going to become the third world. I'm telling you, there is no two ways about it.
Yes.
There is no two ways about it. Now they have seen that they done the whole Simon Ekpa. That one didn't work out for them. The road Mazen Becano, the road Simon Ekpa, all that they send all these people to come and destroy what we are doing. It didn't work out for them because we are way, way far away from them. We are in the United States of America in Washington D.C., where they cannot touch us. Where there are people who speak the truth, who say things as they are. That is why European Union is panicking right now. One other Betty. They are shifting ground. They are started talking. Was it not last week or so? They are talking about the Christian killing of Christians in Nigeria.
Yes.
As if they just woke up from
Let
sleep.
me bring the video.
As if they just woke up from sleep. Before you know it now, the next thing they will start talking about the people of the East, the Baifrans, what they've been going through. Fire is going, all of them, they will be running around like rats in the fire because these people have sucked us for a very long time. These people have dealt with us for a very long time. And it is only the coming of Biafra is what is going to give us the real freedom that we seek. And I'm glad that we are working with one country that understands our needs, one country that we strongly believe that there are people who have conscience and who are willing to help us to get what we want. And it will benefit the United States as well, because we are going to be their greatest ally in that region for stability.
The horrific attacks in Kavel village where innocent Christians.
This is a European
Yes.
lady talking. He's talking about innocent Christians. Who are the innocent Christians? We, the Biafrans. So they are now, like you are rightly saying, they are now shifting ground gradually. Three of them spoke during this very conference.
Yeah. Wicked set of people. Ask them if they can rehabilitate terrorists. If they can, like, rehabilitate terrorists and put them in the society. Ask them if they can do that in Europe, in any European country. But these people are confidently, proudly suggesting that terrorists should be rehabilitated and put in the society. That is to tell you the mindset of these people, how they think about you, what they think about you.
Yes.
They don't see you as a human being, they see you as an animal. That's why they can make such suggestions that the terrorists that have slaughtered people, thousands of people, should be rehabilitated and put in the society. Not just put in the society, but also get
so that whenever they need them, they will always get them.
Exactly. So they use them to do their job.
Then Onye Ndumazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is their citizen? They are not talking about his release.
Of course, why would they talk about it? It's just like him coming to, they are releasing somebody that will spoil job for them. So they believe if he's released, it's going to spoil job for them. You know, so that is the purpose why they caught him is to stop Biafra. The reason why the whole Simon Ekpa is to stop Biafra. And now they are all on fire. They don't know what to do because we have decided to beat them in their own game by going to one place that they can never touch, one place that they can never overpower, which is the Washington. And we are going to, because these people have been dealing with us for a very long time.
A very
They've
long
been,
time, yeah.
they've been dealing with us for a very long time. And the game they play, they will come as, sometimes they'll come as angels. They'll come as saviors. They as if they care. Just to make sure that they continue playing their game without any eye, anybody looking at them. And now, we have understood their game. So we also go to a strong man that is stronger than them and work with the strong man to get what we want. So that's what we've done. And this time around, Wanda Betty,
Yes.
this time around, we will do everything possible to restore Biafra. It doesn't matter. Because if we do not, the consequences of not restoring Biafra this very time frame is very, very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. The consequences of not restoring Biafra now. People don't know. If we do not restore Biafra right now, I'm talking about before 2030. Oh my goodness. People don't know what does. If you can look into the future and see what the future holds for us if we do not restore Biafra. Those of you that are there complaining and whining, your whining will multiply 1,000%. Whether you be party, if you even have the voice to whine anymore.
Oh.
Now we are telling you to come and join us so that we can restore Biafra and live a decent life like human beings supposed to live a decent life.
Yes,
Decent life.
the unfortunate thing is that many of these business Biafran people, they tend to commercialize Biafra, use it to make money. They see it as an avenue. All the failures. N'elu Kanu Ntakanu enwere ife o jete na Europe. Obi with nwanyị onye ọcha. Nwanyị onye ọcha atụpụ ya. Ọkwalụ na-agbagharị ka ọkụkụ na-achọ ebe ọ ga-eyi akwa.
It's a loser. It's a failure. How a failure? Okay, look that his brother's his brother being the leader of IBOB, yeah. His brother said this thing is going to kind of
carry him through.
Yeah. So you see, the thing there is this. All these people in Europe, all these people, even in our place, all these business owners in our land, these people, if they understand what is coming, like I was saying before, their business will be taking, just what they did to us. You see, that 20 pounds they did to us in 1970.
Yes.
We're going to face it again in much bigger way. That 20 pounds policy, they froze everything, our businesses, our bank accounts, is going to come back again in much bigger way. If we do not rescue ourselves now, all these people, businesses in Lagos, they are burning your business. That one is a small thing. They're not just going to burn. They will burn your business and they will take over everything. They will seize your bank account. You're not going to do anything. You will not do anything. You only cry. And some of you go and hang yourself or kill yourself.
Do you know that?
Do anything.
Sorry. Do you know that French is now, or France, they are now in charge of Nigeria monetary system?
Of course, now they are coming. They are coming to colonize again now. All of them are French, not part of the European Union. There is them. They are coming to colonize again. They are coming to take over. Nigeria has been, the deal. Nigeria is working. It's in the new caretaker, which is Yoruba now. Tinubu is the reason now. Yoruba is the new caretaker. So, and he has a very close relationship with France, with Macron. So that is why he's now, working with them for this France to take over some of the systems in Nigeria.
Yes.
And running the show, because these people cannot do anything for themselves. They can never. That is why Nigeria is not a real place. It's not a real country. If they cannot do anything for themselves, they will always look for their masters, their owners to run show. Those who actually own Nigeria,
Exactly.
Those who
That
actually have who have a share, have a
yes.
shareholder. They are the ones that always run things. They always only look in a real country. Can America go and hire France to come and run their monetary system or
Oh,
their financial system or this?
this,
Nigeria is not a new place.
this is why those Nigerians pretending to be Biafrans are running to their leaders in prison to come. That's Nigeria system. That's what they are doing. That's why I
Exactly.
always tell them, if you are not with Breji under Mazio Gekere, you are working for Nigeria because they all
Exactly.
do the same thing.
So the thing there is that we need to understand what is happening and be serious. Leave all these people who are making noise everywhere. They don't know anything. They don't even know what is happening in their own ancestral land. That is the mortgage. If the only thing that is holding them is Biafra. If not, these people they would have implemented their plans they have all this time. I'm telling you. In fact, you'll be surprised with these people right now. You'll be surprised if not for Biafra and with the closeness, the relationship or partnership we have with America. European Union, Europe would have opened, especially Britain, they would have opened a military base in Nigeria by now, especially in Biafra land. I'm telling you, they want to. Do you know the kind of their relationship with Russia has been severed? So we are their only source of this thing right now. Survival. What is in our land? That's the reason why they are doing everything possible right now to make sure that they don't lose that. So our people don't even understand what is happening. Many of our people, because if they understand that they will lose sleep at night, many of them will be flooding to find a way to support this freedom if they actually know what is happening. But their stupidity and their moronic tendency will not allow them. They become so wicked and evil that they don't even care about their own people, their ancestral land. Many of them, their only solution, if you ask them, is to japa to run to another man's country. What a shame. Here I am right now. I'm shameful that I'm in another man's land. I don't even like to try to brag or anything because I have a place. If they ask me to go back to my father's land, right, I can't even go. So I'm shameful. To be honest with you, there's no any sense of pride in me right now. There's no any sense of pride in me here in America. But you see some of our people, they'll come to America, they feel they have arrived. They'll be walking with their shoulders high, doing all these things. But their ancestral land, they can't even boast of going there to stay with their two eyes closed. So I am shameful, and I don't. It's sad. It's sad. I want to go home. I want to go back to my father's land. They still not here, but I'm going to take a break. Oh, you're going to take a break. Yeah. Give me a second. Okay, one other bit. So, Leo, I'm
Odema,
going back to work, but I'll be in the
Odema.
background watching. They will be a friend.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Biafrans, we thank our brother Mazi Mighty Dot. He is one of our powerful donors. So, a round of applause for him. We thank you so much for all you do for Biafrans, including joining us here to talk to our people. From what he said about Europe, I brought this video for you people to listen. That Europe ji nwayọọ 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 na-abata. Ndị ọcha dị very smart. Ndị be anyị, let us learn how to smarten up. Let us learn. Listen to this lady.
Thank you, Chair.
She's a
Commissioner, dear
European.
colleagues. The horrific attacks in Kavel village, where innocent Christians, including their pastor, were brutally killed, is yet another tragic reminder of the escalating violence against Christians communities in Nigeria. Sadly,
Are you
this is
hearing
not
it?
an isolated incident. Nigeria has become one of the most dangerous places in the world to be a Christian.
Have you heard it? Before, Europe was not talking like this. They have been listening to America. They started following up, pretending to be in sympathy. after giving Nigeria 288 million euros, telling them to use the money to rehabilitate terrorists. When you go to, let me talk about Britain, where I know, at least in my first year, I did immigration law. I did that, but it's not my area. I didn't specialize in it. But I know very well that Britain will use Section 4 of Immigration Act to remove your citizenship if you are found guilty of any of the offenses that their constitution does not allow anybody, whether citizen or not. That Section 4, they will apply it and remove that citizenship from you and deport you. So you can now tell me that in Europe, you can allow somebody who have killed, they say that when you come as a terrorist, because one Oyibo American went there and interviewed them, they say you must kill at least 100 people. Tell me that a man that has been mandated to kill at least 100 Christians before you will be converted to be put in army or police or air force. The same man that killed your brother will be converted to become a military man in the same country. That's why Europe have now turned around to start condemning. That Nigeria is the worst place for you to practice your faith as a Christian. They haven't done this before. They are just doing it. Why? Because they know that America is the most powerful nation in the world, singing songs with what Nigeria is doing. Now, let me show you what America, how they deal with anybody that goes into agreement with them and is not fulfilling that agreement. This is President Trump. Let me share this and listen to him.
So I don't mind taking credit for it. I'm very proud. But a lot of great things are happening. All communist countries attack religions violently. It's part of their deal. As you know, we recently struck Nigeria and largely ended the slaughter of great Christian populations. They have a great Christian population. They were being butchered. Thousands and thousands of people were being killed. Children, women, old people, just being slaughtered, hatched to death. They know that if they go further, the attack will be far greater, and that they don't want to really get involved anymore so much. You know, we hit them very hard. We knocked out their leader. We knocked out their second leader and their third leader. Sounds a little bit like Iran, actually. That's all about.
That Nigeria sounds a little bit like Iran. Now, let me show you. Iran failed to comply with the rules they had with America or the agreement. And now this military man is reporting. Listen to him.
I'm Admiral Brad Cooper here at United States Central Command, where I'm leading the forces executing Operation Epic Fury. First, I want you to know that we continue to keep the families of our fallen heroes and our wounded teammates in our thoughts and prayers. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank the families of the 50,000 American servicemen and women deployed in and around the Middle East. I'm grateful for your selfless sacrifice, and I know that Americans across the country hold you in their hearts. Let me start by offering my overall assessment of Operation Epic Fury. In short, U.S. forces continue delivering devastating combat power against the Iranian regime. I've said this before, but it bears repeating. U.S. combat power is building, Iranian combat power is declining. And we remain centered on very clear military objectives in eliminating Iran's ability to project power against Americans and against its neighbors. Every day, we're striking hard at Iranian ballistic missile and drones. To date, we have struck more than 5,500 targets inside Iran, including more than 60 ships, using a variety of precision weapon systems.
Make no mistakes, my people. You see what I'm showing you here is not by accident. Iranian government sponsors Nigeria terrorism. They sent 4 ships containing arms and ammunition to Nigeria, and Nigeria government cleared 2 of these containers, taking them to the northern part of Nigeria successfully. And the other second containers was apprehended, and the customs officers discovered that that was from Iran. There is anything you do in this dispensation, you must be caught. So let no one ask, how do you know? As this man is doing this now, if I do not show it to you and I come here to tell you about it, you might be thinking, how do you know? So Nigeria and Iran works hand in hand.
Just yesterday, we had strike waves nearly every hour from different locations and directions going into Iran. We also took out the last of 4 Soleimani-class warships. That's an entire class of Iranian ships now out of the fight. I'd characterize our strikes as being unpredictable, dynamic, and decisive. Since the first 24 hours of this campaign, Iranian ballistic missile and drone attacks have dropped drastically. But it's worth pointing out that Iranian forces continue to deliberately target innocent civilians in Gulf countries while hiding behind their own people as they launch attacks from highly populated cities in Iran. Of course, forces executing Operation Epic Fury aren't just defending against Iranian threats. We are methodically dismantling them by hitting Iranian missiles and drones, as we also strike their defense industrial base. Just last night, our bomber force hit a large ballistic missile manufacturing facility, as an example. So it's not just about what's shooting at us today, it's also about eliminating the threat in the future.
Have you heard it? Eliminating the threat in the future. Like our brother Mighty Dog told us, if we do not fight back right now to make sure that Biafra comes and stop paying lip service, how do you mean? What do I mean by fight back? Ejema and donation, support the government. That is the tools we have for now. America, the first video I showed, the man that was talking about 40 trillion that America is owing and how much aid they are giving to Nigeria, that they are going to stop it because they cannot be owing and be paying a country that is always attacking and killing Christians. You heard it. That man is there telling you about how much America is spending. So America cannot be supporting you verbally and extensively by going to bomb the terrorists in Sokoto in December 25th. And you will be docile. The man mentioned taxpayers' money. Where do you pay your own tax as a Biafran? Breji is our government in exile and is waiting patiently for us to support. If you have 20 or $100, pay Biafra 50 and keep 50 for yourself. Management of that 50 is your own sacrifice. And we need that sacrifice for Biafra to come. We are not doing it by force. We are telling you peacefully that we need to do this. And this is what America is doing. This man has said that they are doing this because of future. You think about the future of your activity, what that activity it is for you in the near future.
Now, let me show you a few of the results from the tremendous efforts by America's joint force. Here, you see an Iranian Jamaran-class warship, a large patrol ship, a drone smuggling vessel, and 4 other surface combatants docked at Chabahar port in the Gulf of Oman the day before we launched Operation Epic Fury. Here's the same pier 4 days later, all ships taken out of action. This Bayandar-class surface ship was hit and rolled on its side.
Do you know what they are showing you all this? Just for any evil-minded person not to accuse them of going to kill the people of Iran. No. They are bombing their targets, their missiles, their rockets. All these strategic signs is to show you they are not going to the city to attack citizens. No. What they are attacking is the weapons they stored to fight the world, because Iran has this principle and policy that the whole world must be Islamized. And these are the warheads they are building up to do that and to achieve that. And who is the target? America. And extensively, we Biafrans. So when they do this, know it that they are showing you the mapped out areas they are targeting and they are bombing to dismantle those weapons of mass destruction being built by Iranians. That's why they have surplus to the extent that they will load 4 containers and send to Nigeria so that they will keep supporting them from there. Turkey is already Islamic. Afghanistan already. They want Nigeria because they believe that Nigeria is one of the largest African nations. But it's a lie. We Biafrans, we are not part of Nigeria. We have divided and shifted and separated ourselves from Nigeria, and so shall it be. All we need from the rest of us is support, so that we can be able in future to do what Nigeria is doing in order to maintain um, our sanity, maintain our territory, our territorial borders. If you do not maintain your territorial borders, what is happening now will happen to you, as it is happening to us already. So we have to learn from this. We have to learn from this. That's why when they are doing this, they will be showing you strategically where they are targeting. So, Biafrans, let us look into other areas and see what is going on in our own Iran. Our Iran is Nigeria. See what people think about Nigeria. Hear what people think about Nigeria and about
A thief.
hear what Showore thinks about Tinubu.
President Tinubu is a thief. Yes, a thief. It's a lie. Get out.
Mr. President, will you be thief?
God forbid, no. Lies. Tinubu is a thief.
Showore, stop calling Tinubu a thief now.
No, it is not a crime to call a thief a thief. It is not a crime to call a thief a thief. You say? There's no crime in calling a thief a thief.
But me, I trust Tinubu. He is not a thief.
How can you trust Tinubu?
Because he's not a thief. I trust him.
No, don't trust Tinubu. For God's
Now, from this now, come to this. Biafrans, you know why I'm showing you all this? Because it is always easy.
Happened to him, and then you say you want Nigerians abroad to come and what millions of dollars.
Listen to this girl, basket mouth.
is worth millions of dollars. Who does that? Until now, nothing has happened to him. And then you say you want Nigerians abroad to come and invest. You want foreigners to come and invest in Nigeria. What kind of image does Tinubu think that Nigeria has when one of his ministers can do something like that and get away with it? This man has also been in the news for allegedly killing 5 engineers that were working on a project that was sponsored by the Africa Development Bank in
unu ma na onye a bụ onye ofe mmana ndị ọ laikụrụ ndị Biafra, but o wepụta some of the things I use it. Now, see what he wrote here. They wrote that families of the missing Neyland Engineering petition NJC others alleged ex-Ebonyi governor Umahi threatened lead consultant before disappearance. Ife a bụ mmadụ ise nwoke a gburu. Una afụgo ka nti erazi David Umahi ọ na-ebuzi na nti. Ndị a bụ ndị kwụrụ ụgwọ yanwa Wike, Willie Obiano, kedafa nke Abia State then Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi na the one of Abia at the time. Fancha Tulego Neya, very evil man. Etu unu na-ene nwoke a bụ David Umahi. Evil. Mmadụ ise a nyanwa gburufa. And this girl is talking here. No, so Tinubu's government could ife dị etu a na-eme. Just listen to her.
is worth millions of dollars. Who does that? Until now, nothing has happened to him. And then you say you want Nigerians abroad to come and invest. You want foreigners to come and invest in Nigeria. What kind of image does Tinubu think that Nigeria has when one of his ministers can do something like that and get away with it? This man has also been in the news for allegedly killing 5 engineers that were working on a project that was sponsored by the Africa Development Bank in Abakaliki, all because they did not allow him to divert this money that came from the Africa Development Bank. This man allegedly killed these 5 engineers and burnt their bodies. Till now, since 2021, their family members have been asking for justice. Not only were their loved ones killed and burnt down, they quickly buried them in Ebonyi. So till now, there are some of them that don't even know where their loved ones were buried. Just imagine saying goodbye to your loved ones, that you are going on a project, and for them to be getting a call that their loved ones have been killed and they've been buried. Hey, what are we doing? Guys, we cannot allow this to be swept under the carpet. This girl is somebody's daughter, somebody's sister. Somebody saw her through school. She's 26 with promising future. And now the picture of her dead body is circulating everywhere. This man has no fear of God. It is obvious. He should have been arrested by now. This is not a bail arrest. This is murder case that we are talking about. Murder case. And may also involve other things, because why was she naked? Above all, where is the lady that went with Mary Habila? Where is Anita? Please, who knows Anita Baski? Let's make sure that she's not silenced. She went into that house with Mary Habila. She knows what happened inside that house. From the report that I'm seeing, the police are saying that they are not convinced that Habila and Anita were employees of the university, as claimed by the minister. That's another thing. If Nigeria were to be a country that is functioning as it should, this man should be behind bars right now while awaiting trial on this murder case.
Baifrans, at the time that David Umahi was killing people in Ebonyi State, Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing exactly what I'm doing now. And he was warning this man. Unu malo mmadụ one nwoke agbugo. Nwoke, as long as nwoke adị ndụ na-agagharị, he continues to be the one sponsoring the DOS of Nigeria. Chinasa Nworu na Chike Dozie na Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Neya, this devil Umahi. Neya, mmadụ ise ka this guy na report n'ogburu, including nwatakịrị a. and nothing is happening to him. Ọ na-akpagharị welu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na Simon Ekpa tukpuo for ndị Fulani. And adị m sure na onye abụ ọbala ndị Fulani. Unu ne ụmahị anya n'iru, unu ga-ebelive mmanụ na onye Fulani tụbala ime nwoke a. Maka ezigbote onye Igbo ama enwe this type of Fulani face. I'm sure na David Umahi bụ ọbala ndị Fulani. Na-eni anya n'iru ọfụma. This handsome face bụ face ndị Fulani. I'm sure na ka esi wee mụọ ya. Onye a abụrụ onye Igbo. O nwere love for ndị Igbo. Okezie ikpeazụ. Thank you, my sister. As long as you are here, you always walk with me. Thank you so much. Okezie ikpeazụ ne ya. Unu ne nwoke anya n'iru. Unu ga-ama na David Umahi bụ onye Fulani. I don't say things like this. Look at him very well. And he had always worked for the Fulanis. Just look at the face. Oburo adebekwe na nkwugide. Na-eni anya ọfụma. Unu ga-afụ na nwoke a bụ ezigbote onye Fulani. David Umahi bụ a Fulani man. Nọdụ na be anyị na-egbusisi ndị mmadụ. 5 people ka nwoke a sende. Nke a bụkwa nke kịta o. Before now, etu a ka o si egbu ndị mmadụ. Oge o welu ani anwa simenti dị na Nkalago wee jee lesi Ibeto. O wee na-egbu ndị mmadụ na-atụnye na well. Maazị Simon Ekpa showed it to us. I don't know if some of you remember. He showed it to us. Nwoke a bụ ezigbote onye ọjọọ. Onye ọjọọ, a Fulani man. Ọlụlụ ndị Fulani mosque, the biggest na Abakaliki. Maka no ndị befa. And ọma that ni ya bụrụ onye Igbo. Working against the Igbo people. This is what we are going through. That's why we are always crying aloud for our people to realize even after Nigeria, not the reason. Now, when they hear me cry like this, they will be thinking, what is my own? So, Hausa people are also crying. Listen to this Hausa guy. And this is happening under Tinubu's government. Tinubu is not doing anything. Listen to this other man. Listen to him. If a Tinubu na-eme na his government or dị egwu.
President Tinubu cannot win election in 2027. He can't win the election in 2027. Go around the country and talk to people. In some parts of the north, you cannot go and mention Tinubu's name. I'm very sure of that. Even some APC governors and politicians contesting under APC cannot put Tinubu's photo on their campaign posters or messages. But you can only rig where you have the possibility of winning. Every politician knows this. Where you have no possibility of winning, you cannot rig. When you rig, you cause trouble for yourself.
With 34 governors on his side.
This is it. For those of you working for Tinubu na ndị Fulani, welu Biafra, na-eme welu nka iri eme ego, you are going nowhere. Okwifu this breji. Ọkpụkpụ ka ọ bụ wee gbanye ndị Nigeria n'unu ọ ga-agbagburiri fa. Ọ ga-agbagbu ndị Nigeria. No matter what you people do, you cannot win us. You cannot win over us. We are not giving up. We can never give up. Tinubu's government is a dead government. Everybody is crying out on how bad that Tinubu's government is doing. Everybody is crying out. Everybody is crying out.
Today, the Biafrans will not suffer.
My people, negekwanụ ntị o. We are now waking them up. Onye nke a bụ onye Hausa. Na-egekwanụ ya ntị. Listen to him. Listen to him. Ụmụ Hausa ekunigo n'ụla, mana ọ dịzịlụ fa too late. Unfortunately. And though ife Mazi Mighty Dot gwara unu, rise up now. N'oge na-abịa mgbe ọ ga-abụ ọbụ unu na-enwetara Biafra, unu ataju afụfụ afọ. Na ife ndị Hausa na-ebezi akwa now. Listen to this guy.
If they divide Nigeria today, the Biafrans will not suffer. Likewise, the Yorubas will not suffer. But I assure you that we, the northern people, will suffer, and before we get ourselves, it will take us from 1 to 50 years. At this era, a northern person, a northern citizen, still believe that the northern leaders will change the north. This 2026/2027, you are expecting the northern leaders have good things in store for us. Everything that is happening in the north today is the northern leaders. The creation of poverty, extremely high in number of insecurity, sufferness, and many more. They said they are going to bring security to the north. But what we get today is insecurity. President Buhari gave them everything to remodernize and to arrange the north. But all we get from them is Boko Haram, Lakurawa, ISIS, ISWAPs, bandits, kidnappers. And you are expecting northern Nigeria to be great in 2 years? No, never. So because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not doing with them, now they are going one side to form a team to see how they can bring this government down.
Biafrans, have you seen their lamentation? What does this show you? When they are lamenting like this, crying out in a loud voice, what does this show to you? In the last 4 years, when Onyendu was abducted and rendition to Nigeria, do you people think that an Hausa person will come out and talk like this? That's what Mighty Dot, our brother, was telling us about Europe. Europe is now making a gradual U-turn. Why? Hausas are now speaking up. Most of us never knew about the differences between Fulani and the real owners of Hausa land until oge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bido na-enye his own lecture. As it is now, unu amaro ma m ga na-enyekwa this lecture in the next 1 or 2 years or 3 years. Onye nwere ntị ya nụrụ, Hausa na-ekunizi n'ụla. This is the real truth. Onye ọbụla kunie. Come tomorrow and make your donation. Even if it is 1 ejema, the one we call $1 is equivalent to 1 ejema. Or 1 eje, foreign notes. Come and donate it. We need it. We need it. So, Biafrans, before I will leave this platform, I have to remind you people again that Nifai Nokitabo also Onyaya na Wanye. This is Breji, Netherlands. Their flyer advertising their town hall meeting on Sunday, 7 p.m. Biafra time, the usual time. Be there. Imani chokene Biafra. Gosinia. Monye na tuego, monye ada tuego. Unu tosili no present. No do de. Ibiagodu kenendi Biafra. Ja your prime minister. Ja nyike. Ikeresia ya. Mitulego miturego. Epobagodu. That will go to show something. That no the serious. Ka Biafra bia. Oburo mbosi a ga-eme that donation like tomorrow. Onwere onye ị ga-afụ. Like nwanne echi. Onwere onye ị ga-afụ. Yet everybody choka Biafra bia. How can it come? I need our own weapon. Eje man eje. America will not do everything for us. Unu manifa America na-ekwu killing Christian na Nigeria. Oh, maka anyị nwa. Kedu oge faji wee kwubie? The moment Breji bata, oh, oge faji wee kwubie. Because America no bu there all along. America no there all along. Fade kwue because of nwere onye na-agwafa. But Biafrans took their time and invited them. Onye ọbụla gwa onwe eziokwu. Tell yourself the truth. America maka Nigeria all along. Fade kwu anything. They only started talking when Breji came and made everything open to them and brought their attention to it. And they started talking. So, my people, I have been here for 2 hours, 48 minutes, 21 seconds now. I started with this Breji Netherlands town hall meeting. It is our duty. It is for all of us. I am not in Netherlands, but I am a Biafran. And this is the spirit that every one of us should invoke. Yes, Ikukuchuku, you are correct. That's what PM told them last Sunday. Onwenu rofonye na enife David umahi na-eme na ka ntie razikan ntiato. Oshini na na-ezu fa na-ezu na-eri ego na-egbu ndị be ndị nke anọ na homeland. Onwere ife fa na-eme. Onye ọbụla chịkọ aka na ụkwụ nọdụ na-ebe sọsọ eti sọsọ mkpu. You have to rise up as a man and do something. Ima atu ego, I chọrọ ime vigilante, I chọrọ ime anything, and you want Biafra to come. And eme. It's not possible now. You have to do something. You have to do something. and it will be showing. You have to do something, my people. So, Biafrans, onyasikwana na magwaria, because video ni na m na-eme ga-abụ my witness. Ije na my platform, ị ga-afụ everything mmegoleme na my video. It is showing. It is showing. And onye ọbụla tosili join n'ife anyị na-eme, you have to join. You have to join, my people. Onye anọ si na na-eche ka abịa na-akụli aka na door. You know, all those ones talking about okay, o nwere ife ngwala unu maka nwaanyị mụrụ nwa. O nwere nwaanyị mụrụ nwa mmụọ ejima. Ndị Fulani feed their dog with ejima nwa. Let me show you this video. This man kwuli ebe a. Listen to it. Ọ dị ndụ a ka ị chọrọ.
I think it's an insult on our intelligence that for some of us that still speak truth to power, handlers of Mr. President will come and tell us we're opposition. What are they going to tell the mother of the twins, exactly, who was heavily pregnant child? 200 of them were abducted, Charles. During the course of their stay, within some days, she delivered twins. Charles, they took the twins, the terrorists, and threw them to their and the dogs devoured twins in front of this lady, in front of those abductors.
I don't come out here to say things that I cannot prove. N'ife nwoke a na-ekwu, nwaanyị mụrụ ụmụ ejima, ebe 200 of them ka ejidere. Nwaanyị wee mụọ nwa n'ike. A sịkwa na fa na-edina nwaanyị a, onye dina si ya ibi eje dina, nwaanyị mụọ nwa n'ike. Fa wee kpọrọ ụmụ a wee feed their dogs. Ọ ife nwoke a na-ekwu here. In case ọ bụrụ na ị nụrụ ya ọfụma.
Charles, they took the twins, the terrorists, and threw them to their and the dogs devoured twins.
Ifuge. N'iru nwaanyị afọ, efidi nwaanyị na-watch ụmụ ya, nkịta na-elifa. Or is that what we are going to go back to? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Is this what we are going to go back to? So, come and fund your freedom. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Come and support our freedom. Onya Juzina, Ifebu latest news. Latest news is that you should come and fund our freedom. That is the latest news. Come and fund our freedom fight. That is the latest news and latest information. I have nothing latest for you other than for you to come and fund our freedom. That is the ultimate and the latest news. That is it. Fund our freedom. Support our Prime Minister. If you don't know who he is, if you don't know who you are supporting, let me show him to you. My people, if you don't know who you are coming to support as your Prime Minister, this is him here. Come and support him. Yes, support him. Tomorrow is the day. come and support your Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. Come one, come all. Support him. Support Biafra Republic government in exile. Do your best and leave the rest to God. Don't be this type of person that will be asking, oh, what is the latest news? You are the latest news. You have to create the latest news by sponsoring your government. Yes, my brother said that the Hausas will continue to lament until they chase Fulanis out of their land. Exactly. But before Faneku, they don't talk before. We are the ones making them to know that they have to talk. This is your Prime Minister. Come and support him. Support him with Ejema and Eje. The few that Ngozi and the CRC left for him, he is managing us well. Umu ya fana de kuna media. Ewelufa na akpamu. Onwe nke a na-akpọ progress analyst. Nke anwe ewelufa na egwu. You can never come to Breji. Enuka anybody na ibie na akono. Because we are very organized under him. He knows how to manage us. And we're happy with him. You know, there was a time when we were on this space and Minister Success came and said to us that Onyendu said that we should support our PM, Mazio Gekere, with everything in us. And that is what we are doing. We are supporting him with everything in us. And you will ask yourself, what has changed? Nothing. We love him, we support him, because on a duainaga, as he goes on a up Oga or drop or something, Oga or drop or something. Recently, in drop recently, 3 days more to our national days for celebration, including 30th of May. Every time on a drop something. So I'm going to love you all and leave you. Remember our Netherlands town hall meeting. I've shown it here and everybody have seen it. That was the picture I started with and I ended with it. Onyasikwana na magwaria makana munwa ade ezo afifia. Adama asi nga agwagi nkebe eziokwu. Whether you like it or you hate me, I must tell you the truth. That's the way I was raised. My generation, bu generation obo your mother or your father ziegozi or gwagife fa wefu ni ide mi eweli tali piakasi agaru. Oprozi this generation ade tizi madi ife. So I will always tell you the truth. Thank you, my people, and I'm ending the program here. I will see all of you tomorrow during our town hall fundraising tomorrow and Netherlands town hall meeting on Sunday, 19th of July 2026. All hail Biafra, peace, progress, unity, and equity. I love you all. Chukwu okike abịa ma gọzie unu niile ma nwoke ma nwanyị. Ndewonu my people. I love you, I love you, I love you. Bye from here, and Chukwu okike abịa ma bless all of you.